Greetings, viewer, and welcome to Shards of Darkness. On this episode, we will be exploring the famous 4Chan murder and taking a look at what happens when a killer takes his work to the World Wide Web. This one act of boastful hatred spawned many copycat crimes, some fake and some real. So, turn off your lights, turn up your volume, and let's get started. David Kalac was a 33-year-old average guy. He lived in Washington State with his girlfriend and her 13-year-old son. He worked an average job and frequented websites such as 4Chan and Reddit. Everything seemed fine, but it was far from it. Hiding just below the surface was David's homicidal anger and rage, and it only took one small action to wake it. On November 4th of 2014, David snapped, killing his girlfriend and fleeing the scene, but not before taking a few photos for his friends online. David posted anonymously to 4Chan a photo of his girlfriend's corpse with the caption, "It turns out it's way harder to strangle someone to death than it looks in the movies." At first, people were skeptical. One user called David out on using actors. David replied with another photo, captioned, "She fought so damn hard." Most viewers took this post as some sort of sick joke, making quips about David's initial comment. David's final post was another picture of his girlfriend's corpse, with instructions, telling the reader to check the news for Port Washington, as her son was going to be home in a few hours and would find her body. He said that he had purchased a BB gun that looked realistic and was going to try and get the cops to shoot him. It is unknown if he felt guilty about his crime or if he was just suicidal. Readers still did not take this seriously though, one user commenting, "Even I can do it." Sure enough, Port Washington Police Department soon got a call from a 13-year-old boy who had come home to find his mother dead. And the manhunt was on. As soon as the crime hit the news, the connection was made between the murder and David's 4Chan post. Multiple media and news outlets reported on the case in the days following, such as the Huffington Post, CNN, and the Washington Post. Surprisingly, all of this media hype was put out quite quickly, when on November 5th, only a day after the post, David Kalac was arrested by police 20 miles southwest of Portland. He surrendered peacefully after trying to evade cops by driving into oncoming traffic, and was taken into custody without incident. The Wilsonville police tweeted out a photo of him in cuffs after their arrest. It looks like David was all talk and no play when it came to his suicide by cop plan. David Kalac's crime was a gross display of a sick man's attempt at gaining attention, and it would be safe to say that it worked. However, you may be wondering why. Why did David kill his girlfriend? And why did he post the pictures online? This is where the full story comes into play. David attributed his live-in girlfriend at the time, Amber Lynn Coughlin, to having ruined his life for an unknown reason. This drove him to lash out at her in a fit of rage, strangling her to death before slitting her throat and stripping her of her clothes. He left her driver's license next to her head, the word "dead" scrawled all over it. The statement, "She killed me first," was written on the bedroom wall, and "bad news" was written all over the blinds. David murdered out of passion. It was his artwork, and he wanted to share it with the world. "I just wanted to share the pics before they find me," he messaged on the forum before going dark. He felt like what he did was worthy of being shared, and so he did. David went to trial on May 16th of 2017 and was sentenced to 82 years in prison on the charge of first-degree murder. The judge urged him to use this time to improve himself and choose life. David just nodded. He did state that he feels guilty for his actions and that he will never forgive himself. What caused David to break will possibly never be known, and his reasoning for his crime is just as vague. as David will be behind bars for the rest of his life. It is unrealistic to ever expect an answer. Even though 4chan removed his post, the pictures that he posted can be easily found using a simple Google search. I do, however, not advise this though, as the pictures are very graphic and extremely demeaning towards Copland and her memory. Thank you for watching, and remember, not all publicity is good. Don't forget to check in every Friday for a new video. Next week, I will be releasing an in-depth look of the Elisa Lam disappearance and the mysteries surrounding her death. I have put an immense amount of effort into that video, so please keep an eye out for it and give it a watch. With that being said, if you liked the video, please leave a like below and subscribe. It is 100% free and it really helps to grow this channel. If you are interested in helping out with mysteries or video ideas, join the Shards of Darkness Discord using the link in the description. It never hurts to have multiple detectives on a case. This is The Voice signing out, and I hope to see you soon.